this process is coming gradually to an end. The end is, of course, in sight. You're still watching the continued coverage of the Bayelsa supplementary election, which, of course, held on the 9th of January 2016. It dovetailed into the early hours of January 10th, the Sunday. So, I mean, it's almost 48 hours now since the exercise started, the supplementary election that is, and we're still waiting for the winner to be announced. And I guess any moment from now, we will be getting a sense of that. And of course, I will be allowing you hear from the political parties' representatives, and they will be speaking to us right here on Channels Television, telling us their feeling and their response on the results. You're still watching Channels Television. It's the continued coverage of the Bayelsa governorship election. One thing that we started bringing to you since December the 5th, when this election actually got underway, until the 6th and 7th, and of course, when it was eventually said that some votes were cancelled and a new date will be announced, and then the new date was announced, and then we waited for this day, and here this day has come, and well, January 9th and the 10th, the following day, now we're looking forward to the announcement of the winner in this exercise. Don't forget, the front runners in this race are that of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, the incumbent governor, Seriake Dixon, and the major opposition party in the state. The candidate is a former governor of the state, Chief Timipre Silva. Both of them have gone in a hot contest, one of the toughest, perhaps the keenest contest that you will find in the history of Bayelsa State. So it's pretty interesting. One of my guests on the at this moment is an election observer who has been looking into this exercise, Abiodun Ajijola. Tell me, what do you make of this exercise generally? It's interesting. The political parties are signing the ECA form, like the popular ECA form. What does this mean?
Well, generally it means that they accept the. It generally means that they accept the results, and probably they are happy with the fact that they are happy with it, and they are pending their signatures. Means that they accept what has been released so far. Yeah.
Right. I mean, with all of the kind of disagreements that we saw at some point from some political parties, you know, the back and forth, what could this mean? If they sign and they had that disagreement over some of the issues that has brought in by the returning officers from the local government areas, does this mean that they attest that the figures are okay by them, or what?
Well, them signing, I think, clearly means that they are comfortable with the results. But I think it is important that in the process of collation, any party agent that is not happy about any particular process or stage in the process, maybe violence took place, or they feel that a particular unit or ward was cancelled, which maybe they feel was not properly cancelled, then I think in such a case, you will expect definitely that they will raise an objection. And of course, as you know, most of our elections in Nigeria go to tribunal. So of course, part of what you expect is that when political party agents are able to observe one or two challenges across the process, they will raise it, because they are going to use it for maybe compiling eventually how successful they felt the election was.
All right. Yeah. You're still watching the continued coverage of the Bayelsa supplementary election here on Channels Television. We go on a short break, and when we return, we'll still be bringing you the live pictures here from Yanagwa Town Hall in Yanagwa, Bayelsa State. Stay with us. Stay with us here on Channels Television. and the continued coverage of the Bayelsa supplementary election. Of course, at this stage, we are at the collation stage, and of course, we are very close to the announcement of the winner in this exercise. And of course, Abiodun Ajijola, an election observer, has been talking to me about the process. And of course, Abiodun, tell me what we are seeing now. Talk me through some of the figures that we've seen so far.
Okay. At the moment, we have gotten results in. Okay.
All right, I have a feeling now that the Chief Returning Officer will be giving us insight into the final results right now.
This is declaration of results of the election in the office of Governor of Bayelsa State. I, Professor Zana Utumbe Apagu, hereby certify 1. That I was the returning officer for the Bayelsa State Governorship election held on the 9th day of January 2016. 2. That the election was contested. 3. That the candidates received the following votes. Chief Ken Baliga Balikuma of ACPN received total votes of 128. 128. Chief Osen Dumome of ADC received 172 votes. 172 votes. Abe E.G. Daniel of APA received 579 votes. 579 votes. Timipre Marlin Silva of APC received 86,852 votes. 86,852 votes. Honorable Deacon Christopher Full Power NI of ABGA received 178 votes. 178 votes. Enei Gideon Roland Zidoga of CPP received 60 votes. 60 votes. Henry Periokosifa Apeli of DPC received 189 votes. 189 votes. Pius Abudu Waritimi of DPP received 231 votes. 231 votes. Major Newline D. Sam Yodugaga of ID received 20 votes. 20 votes. Isaac Suoyo Nathan of Kowa received 16 votes. 16 votes. Ogoriba Timiniderimo Keza of LP received 76 votes. 76 votes. Ekubo Prince Tari of MPPP received 21 votes, 21 votes. Namatebe Nko of NNPP received 28 votes, 28 votes. Ere Hendricks Obragono of PDC received 135 votes, 135 votes. Moses Ebipadu Siliko Siasia of PDM received 1572 votes, 1,572 votes. Dixon Henry Seriake of the PDP received 134,998 votes, 134,998 votes. Alexander Peritu of PPA received 221 votes, 221 votes. Enu Otonye of the PPN received 14 votes, 14 votes. Joy Prince Onyekbe of the SDP received 17 votes, 17 votes. While Williams Woyinkuro Berezi of UPP received 12 votes, 12 votes. 4. That Dixon Henry Seriake of PDP, having satisfied the requirements of the law and scored the highest number of votes, is hereby declared the winner and is returned elected. This is signed by a returning officer, dated this 10th day of January 2016. Thank you.